Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you about this thing called the Great Reset. It's pretty much like the new normal they're talking about. And I just want to show you a short video from the World Economic Forum. And pretty much on their website it says that the World Economic Forum is the international organization for public-private cooperation. The forum engages the foremost political, business, cultural, and other leaders of society to shape global, regional, and industry agendas. So it was established in 1971. So I'm just going to show you their latest video. Not their latest, but it's a pretty recent video. So this is apparently their 8 predictions for the world in 2030. So pretty much that means they're going to be trying to push for the stuff before 2030. Now let's see. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. So pretty much drones are going to be delivering your stuff. Sounds like a lot like a one world government. Using 3D printers for organs. I don't know how healthy that is, but so meat's going to be rare. And 1 billion people will be displaced. I don't know how they get that idea. There's the push for the alien agenda. Recently, they've been talking about aliens a lot. You see it everywhere. There's always someone talking about aliens. So I don't know about you, but it sounds pretty dystopian-ish. We're going to own nothing and be happy about it. Well, I don't know if I'll be happy about that. So pretty much seems like they're going to have a one world government. All the governments combined into one, with few people choosing the big decisions for everyone. I don't know, it sounds pretty totalitarianist. Something like that. I don't know if I would trust a few people with the whole world. It sounds like an evil villain's dream. Just getting into that position, but I've been reading some more about the World Economic Forum, and this one website says that in the past that the World Economic Forum has not been secretive about its aims. In 2016, it released a video in which it boasted about a future where no one owned any property. It says, "Welcome to 2030. I own nothing, have no privacy, and life has never been better." Privacy should be like, that should be a thing, because if they can see everything you're doing and know what you're doing, that's not right. Yeah, it's definitely something that people should know about. It's not something that we should just slide under the rug and be quiet about, because they're going to be doing some weird things to get to that point, to get everyone to agree to that. And it looks like they're also saying last year, I'm not sure when this was written, but it says last year the World Economic Forum's founder, Klaus Schwab, even wrote a book celebrating the pandemic, not as a crisis, but an opportunity for a new normal. The book's called COVID-19, The Great Reset. And there's a part in it where he mentioned, at the time of writing, June 2020, the pandemic continues to worsen globally. Many of us are pondering when things will return to normal. The short response is never. Nothing will ever return to the broken sense of normalcy that prevailed prior to the crisis, because the virus pandemic marks a fundamental inflection point in our global trajectory. So, I know there's problems with the old system and should definitely be worked on more fair and more honest, but their vision of the new normal and their solution for whatever was the broken system, it's definitely gonna be worse. It's pretty crazy. And also, at the beginning of 2020, 1% of the world's population owned 44% of the wealth. Since the start of the pandemic, billionaires have increased theirs by more than 25%, while the 150 million poorest have fallen back into extreme poverty. So, these rich people, I mean, there's good rich people, but these bad rich people, they're just getting richer from this. They're making a lot more money, and I'm sure they want this to last as long as they can, until pretty much they have control over everything and decide if what you're doing, what you're seeing and reading, it's pretty much going to be like a Big Brother kind of thing, from 1984, the book and movie. And here's a quote from Klaus Schwab, the founder and executive chairman for the WEF, World Economic Forum. He says, "The problem that we have is not globalization. The problem is a lack of global governance." So obviously they want a one world government, and this is just a little warning to see what's going to be happening within the next 10 years. And here's something else I found interesting. Let's see. So pretty much one of the big things about the Great Reset and the new normal they're talking about, they're really going to implement more agendas to bring us to transhumanism, pretty much a merge between humans and technology, which is not how we were born to be. I know we have like phones and all that stuff around us all the time, but actually like in our bodies, and it's a very controversial. Let me just read some of this stuff right here. Pretty much it's called the Fourth Industrial Revolution. And of course it's Klaus Schwab saying this again. He's saying the Fourth Industrial Revolution will lead to a fusion of our physical, digital, and biological identity. Pretty much in this book, Shaping the Future of the Fourth Industrial Revolution, Schwab explains with excitement how upcoming technology will allow authorities to intrude into the hitherto private space of our minds, reading our thoughts and influencing our behavior. And hitherto means pretty much until this time. He goes on to predict that this will provide an incentive for law enforcement to implement minority report style pre-crime programs. It says, as capabilities in this area improve, the temptation for law enforcement agencies and courts to use techniques to determine the likelihood of criminal activity, assess guilt, or even possibly retrieve memories directly from people's brains will increase, writes Schwab. He wrote that. Even crossing a national border might one day involve a detailed brain scan to assess an individual's security risk. And right here it says, Fourth Industrial Revolution technologies will not stop at becoming part of the physical world around us. They will become part of us. So, that's not good. They already have computer hackers and all. Someone can definitely hack into you if they have the means to do so. And obviously, the ones implementing this and the ones who made this know how to do this stuff. And I doubt that they have the best interest of everyone in mind, because there's tons of proof out there that a lot of the stuff going on today was already planned. They have stuff just all over the internet, just these proof, patents, all this crazy stuff. And if anyone wants to know about it, or you want me to send them some proof of this, I'll do that. Because a lot of people don't want to know, and I don't want to force certain information on people if they're not really they don't really want to know too much. But I feel like people should know about this, because this is going to change the whole world and everyone in it. You know, their families, their loved ones, friends. This is going to be a bad time for children growing up and people having babies growing up in this new world where your thoughts are being monitored and tracked. You're not going to be able to think certain things, or you can be deemed like a criminal just for thinking about something. Like truly no privacy, not even your own mind. That's corrupt, and I think people should be talking about this and figuring out what to do about this. Like, I'm just going to sit back and wait for this to happen within the next 10 years. We shouldn't, because we're going to regret it. Private property is not going to be a thing. It's all going to be owned by the privileged few at the very top. So, just let me know if you want to know more about this kind of stuff. If you want some links, some research. There's thousands of doctors, scientists, researchers, nurses, all these kind of people coming out about this stuff, and how this is all a plan for something else, and how what we're being told on TV is not the truth. They like to put in little truths and a lot of lies. So, peace, be careful, be true to yourself, and please don't let this happen.